Hey guys, I'm Builds1234 here, and today I'm very excited to announce the YouTube, I guess, to announce the beginning of an adventure map. Now I've started the adventure map, but I haven't finished it yet. So when you spawn like this. You spawn, I believe, on this block, either this block or that block, but whatever. You probably spawn somewhere within this room. But you see, we have this room here, and I'm not going to turn my back yet. So I'm first going to do scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, just to clear that PvE thing. So this map is kind of like a map called Diversity 2, where there's different, like, branches. Sorry. And when you spawn, you'll be in adventure mode, but the way how this works is I'm in creative mode. I have cheats disabled, but I have it open to LAN where cheats are enabled. So when I build this, then I want to have open to LAN on with cheats enabled. But when you guys play this, you don't want to have that open, so you can't cheat, I guess. You know, like, I can type in commands, and then you couldn't, you know, do that with, you know, like, if you were to have this and you were to, like, type in, like, give at p in, like, Minecraft colon boots, but I know they're iron boots or whatever kind of boots, but, like, let's say that you put in, like, anyway, just don't cheat if you do have open to LAN enabled, but that's the only reason I have open to LAN enabled, so that you guys don't cheat. So anyway, I'm going to turn my back now, and whoa! Okay, so what are all these? So I made a custom resource pack, and you can tell I made it with Nova Skin. And basically, these are all X's, and once you complete these branches, then they turn into checks. So this is kind of like where you stand, it teleports you. So if I want to do, let's say, like, the parkour branch, and I think, yeah, okay, so it's reset. I'll get to that in a minute. So let's say that I want to do, like, the parkour branch. I jump into here, and I hit that button, and now it says, welcome to the parkour branch. You'll need to complete the following course to complete this branch, and at the end, flip the lever to the end. And it's actually a button, but, hey, don't say anything. And it tells you how to do these jumps if you're parkour, if you really stink at parkour, it tells you how to do the jumps. Because we've learned I'm okay at parkour. Also, I put ladders there in case you fall, so. I put up a little note. Remember this from the Ant Venom server lobby parkour. For those of you who've seen my that last jump video, I've gotten better at that jump. See? And I said there's a ladder on the back, and yes, it is possible. I tried it, and here's proof. It is possible. 4-block jump! Yeah, I'm terrible at 4-block jumps, so I'm just going to do that. I've done them before, so I know that they're possible. Fence parkour. And I'm probably just not going to give you guys spoilers on how to do the rest, so, I'm going to hit this button, and what it's going to do is it's going to teleport me back, and it's going to put down a check. So now I have trivia. This is kind of like and then it'll take me to the trivia branch, blah blah blah. This is the trivia branch, blah blah blah. I'm not going to give away the answers to this because obviously answers are bad when you're doing trivia. So, okay, so the last one, light brown, is the answer. So if I go into something like cyan, incorrect. So, however, the question is, this is where you get the question, what color does will not come in? So the correct answer is light brown, so I get in here, and you see you get a trivia score of 1. So I'm just going to set so if you get a trivia score of less than 10, you get teleported all the way to the back, and you have to do it all again until you get a trivia score of at least 10. I think it says, when you first go. So, like, let's say /scoreboard, players, set, Evan 1, 2, 3, 4, trivia, 10. And there's 12, so you can get a minimum of 2 wrong. So then you can walk across this. Whoops. I think that's a little bug. I'm gonna have to work out that later. But actually, tell me what's wrong with this, because I really think that I'm not really sure what's wrong with this. So tell me in the comments what's wrong with that, because it should work. But anyway, once I get it to work, if you get a score of at least 10, or sorry, of at least 9, then, so I guess you can get a maximum of 3 wrong. Then you go here, you get teleported, it says good job, you did it, and then you get a check. Same thing with the PvE branch. PvE branch is a little, what? Oh, I think I used the wrong command block to teleport. We have 10, 40, 56, negative 873, 10, 40, 56, 873, 10, 40, 56, 873. No, so these are different. I know. Maybe it just needed like a little bit of a cooldown. Because I do have it like 4 ticks, so maybe like if it's within a time period, then it doesn't work. Or I just have to enable PvE. This is weird. Let me go and fix it, and see you guys in the next. Okay, I kind of fixed it, but yeah, this is happening. Basically, I set the radius too big. Yay. But by the way, I did find out what was wrong with it, so I'll show you in the next cut what was wrong. Hey guys, I'm back, and I got it fixed. It turns out that I was missing a piece of redstone, so it wasn't actually teleporting me. But now that we have it fixed, you see that it gives me some enchanted armor. And I basically have to kill 100 of these, except it'll be in adventure mode, or I think survival mode actually. I think that this one sets you to survival mode. Every 9 to 27 seconds, a zombie pigman spawns, and I just got that from a randomizer. It's a 1 out of 3 chance. I don't think that I have permission to use that. You see, that's the problem with. And I decided to show you guys the redstone. So, basically how it works is behind here I have these, and how these work is when you get here, like let's say that I wanted to do the parkour branch. So first of all, I don't think I've already shown you guys, but if I have, then sorry. But I have this resource pack on. I'm pretty sure I have. But we're just going to work with it with the resource pack off for now. So this is what it looks like without the resource pack, if I haven't already showed you. So, I'm going to do set block. This is what those command blocks are doing over at the end of all of the things. So set block, that, and then planks, 4, if you want to do X's. And if you want to do checks, then it's stone 5. So set block, planks, 4, which is acacia again. And then you can actually just hit tab if you want to do that. Have the block that you're looking at, which for me is the andesite. So, okay, so this is how you start out with. And so now you see that we have all X's. And basically I just use Novascan. I'll probably do a tutorial on that once I'm done. And scoreboard, players, set, 1, 2, 3, 4, TVE to 0. Now scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, not clear. Okay. So how this works is when I hit this. Whoops. Oh, I know what just went on. It's fine. It just has to do with the redstone. That goes behind the It has to do with the redstone that goes behind, that goes along with behind of the PvE branch. Okay, so let's say that I want to do parkour. So basically what happens is I do this, and this is kind of like a decoding system. So when I do this, it can tell which branch I want to go to. And that's really important because if it does the wrong branch, then it's going to take me to the wrong branch. So basically, this is kind of like the decoding system. So this command block right here is testing for that wool block right there. So that's how the decoder, I guess, gets decoded. So yeah, so then it's testing for me to be in the middle of that little circle, that command block right there, within a radius of 1, and then it teleports me, and then I can do PvP, jump, 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 and I'm just gonna cheat there. Cheat, and okay. So when I'm done here, what it does is set block, redstone block. So this is setting that. So this is setting a redstone block right above this this piston right here. And then 4 ticks later, which is the next thing in the redstone, 4 ticks later it removes it. So then this block is totally out of the way, so it can't be pushed over again, so you can't do the PvP branch anymore. And it's out of the decoding system, so that it won't teleport you to the parkour again. So, and then the next thing that it does is it sets that block. It does this command, sets block stone 5. Stone 5. That's basically the command that it runs. And now, if you hit the button on the other side anymore, even if you are hitting it and you are in the circle, because there's a check over that, or really the check doesn't really matter, but because that block is out of the way of the coding system, it's kind of like the same reason why it doesn't teleport me to the PvE branch. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. So, that's how the redstone works. So, for spoilers for the PvP, or for the trivia branch, this is how it works. So under here, it's giving me the question. So when you hit the button, it just says that which of these is not available in the creative mode inventory. So let's say that cactus, even though cactus is available in the creative mode inventory somewhere. I believe it's in here. Yeah. So cactus, even though that is available in the creative mode inventory, if I step on here, you see that there's going to be another pressure plate right on the other side. And it says incorrect, keep trying and get a score of at least 10 GL. Good luck. And you see that it teleports me to the next one. And you have to get a score of at least 10. So let's say that I get it right this time. So basically what happens when I get it wrong is, I hate you. What happens when I get it wrong is, I have that command block that says GL whatever, and then it teleports me to the next room, which turns out to be 10 blocks. Each room is 10 blocks apart, which is pretty cool because then I can just subtract 10, which is an easy number to subtract. I used MC Edit to make all of these rooms, by the way, so it would get really annoying if I didn't. It would take me like a day. So what was the original name of Minecraft on its first release? So Cave Game is the correct answer. So So if I got the right answer, then it says correct before my correct game was the official name. So if I want to say like scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, trivia, you see now I have a score of 1. And what happens there is now I have a score of 2. So but now I still have a score of 2 because I got the wrong answer, or at least I mocked getting the wrong answer. So basically what happens here is, because it's on the corner, I can just kind of put it in like an angle. But normally I would have to put it like 3 blocks straight this way, or like 1 block that way, 1 block that way. But basically this one's teleporting me to the next one. This one's saying correct and like a message, and then this is adding 1 to my trivia score. So that's how that works. Now finally the PvE branch. And as I finish like 3 branches this time, so the next time I'm gonna make a video is going to be the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so once I finish the command block branch, once I finish the command block branch, I'm going to make another video. You can see that I'm working on this right here, this box survival, but that's for another day for video because that's going to be once I finish the command block branch. So basically, if you are really into redstone, stick around until the very end of the video. But if you are not and big long commands confuse you, then you may want to exit once I say you may want to exit. But for all of you guys, so this is how the trivia branch works, or this is how the PvE branch works. So basically, I'm gonna so that's all the redstone, or that's all the command blocks, and those are like filled with like a lot of commands. So here's the PvE branch. I just finished it yesterday. Awesome. So what it does is, again, it pushes that out, and then it's going to test for me to be here. So what it does is it gives me projectile protection 3 diamond helm, bullet falling 1 diamond boots, blast protection 3 diamond leggings, protection 1 chest plate, sharpness 5 sword, and it says use the sword to slay the boss, blah blah blah. 13.25 attack damage, which is really good. You see, it's called the PvP or sword, and this is just a normal arrow, and super bow, infinity power, punch, and flame, fine bow to use for PvE, blah blah blah. Unbreakable. So all these are unbreakable, so they're never gonna have any damage to them, which is pretty cool. So I mean, obviously they can still get through the armor. Yeah, it's these guys, and so basically, the redstone that I will show you guys, without having you people who are confused by commands, basically this is just a fill clock. This is, hey creeper, hi, how you doing? Yeah, thought so. Come on, you can leave. Come on, I believe in you. Yay, gunpowder. Okay. That was actually, I think, like my first creeper I've ever killed. I suck at survival, so yeah. So anyway, I have this hopper clock back here, and this is running the exact same commands, the test 4 block, the PvE branch. This is saying if I don't have that, then it's just gonna kill all my pig zombies, so that I don't end up with any zombie pigmen walking around the PvE branch. Basically, this is a hopper clock with 9 items in it. Hopper clock, basically, this, multiple items, yeah. And then here's my randomizer. Whenever it gets powered, it's going to take 1 out of 3 items. So if it takes a stackable item, then it's not going to reach because it only is 1 signal. But if it takes out a non-stackable item like those chain leggings, then it's going to give me 2. So you see, it probably just pulled out the sandstone right here. And when it does, it's going to summon the pig zombie in that little hut that I made. The original reason why I made the hut, and I'm probably going to take the hut away, is because I had made a spawner, a custom spawner that spawns skeletons with like super armor on them. But then the spawner like wasn't really working, and you couldn't control it with redstone, so that was kind of a dud. So at the beginning of the game, when you first load up the world, this is what happens. So it's going to score. It's going to set your trivia to 1. Set your saturation, so you have infinite saturation when you first load up the world. Like this. I actually think that you have to be in survival to see it. Game mode S. I know I've seen it work before, so I'm gonna like probably have that like on top of my clock or something. You know, I'm just gonna do that right now. Control click. By the way, control click has MBT on it. So you can do things like now this infinitely has that, so now I infinitely have saturation like that. So there's that fix. And then it's also going to set my PvE to 1. Set at PvE. There's no way for Minecraft to know what you meant, so set at PvE. Come on. Okay, so now you see that my PvE score is 1 over there. Okay, so if you guys want to leave, because I'm about to do some complicated redstone stuff, this is MBuilds1234 signing off, and take it easy for you guys. And for you guys who want me to, then I'm going to go to the bathroom and see you guys in a second. Guys, I'm back, and it's time to go over the complicated redstone. And I get the feeling that I'm not recording, but I am, so it's time to go over the complicated redstone. So, basically what happens is once the end gate gets flipped, it's gonna power all of those command blocks at the same time. So I'm just gonna get rid of all the redstone. So this is just gonna teleport me there to the center of the field. This basically just tells me, welcome to the PvE branch, you must kill the boss and all of his minions. To complete the branch, you have an armor, diamond sword, and an infinity bow. Good luck. So basically, the boss, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys because the boss is kind of funny how, and I'm not even going to spoil it, but, yeah, the boss is kind of funny, so, that's how to get stuck in a block, by the way, so, and I guess turn the sky dark. So, this is also kind of a funny bug with the piston. It can't retract, and it can't render it retracting and extending in that short amount of time. So it basically just does that. Any block that you put there just stays there. But anyway, that's kind of funny. But so it does this, does that, and then so these are the giving me stuff, or giving me epi stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys scoreboard stuff first because that's probably the least confusing, and then I'm gonna go straight toward the armor and the weapons. I'm probably gonna do the armor first because that's less complicated. So this is basically just setting the scoreboard objectives, PvE to 0, and setting it to the sidebar, and this is setting the PvE deaths. That was actually an objective that I'm never going to use again. So yeah. The one other not complicated thing is this, so give that P arrow. And I'm going to see you guys in a test world. Guys, I just loaded up a brand new map. So, you see I just got taking inventory. So what you want to do to give yourself a command block, if you don't already know this, is you want to do /give @p or your username. So I'm just going to do EvanBuilds. But you can do @p, @a, or @r. @p is the closest player or yourself if you're giving a command. At A is everybody, so everybody on the server. And then at R is a random person. And you can't do at E, I don't think, but that would be kind of funny. At E is all the enemies. So that's all the mobs, dropped items. So then you used to have to do 137, but there's no such thing as Minecraft 137. So what do we do with that? So we have to do command block. So that's command underscore block. And I'm gonna set it to difficulty peaceful so that those guys go away. Hey cow. Okay, so I'm gonna do basically just all this stuff. So the button, I'm gonna do /give. So this is kind of like the order that I'm gonna do it in. So I'm gonna see you guys once I'm done with that, and see you in a second. Back, and I've done some stuff with command blocks to show you exactly what I did with my sword, well, actually this is what I did with my sword, my bow, but to show you basically how data tags work. So data tags are basically, if you want to give me a diamond sword, then yeah, give me a diamond sword. Can you not break things with the diamond sword? I never knew that. Haha. Okay, so anyway, so if you want to give me a diamond sword, then it's 7 attack damage, it's called diamond sword, and there's nothing special about it. So, I don't like you anymore. Because now there's special things. So you see, if we were in survival and we wanted to go and kill that cow, so let's go into survival. Yes. Okay. So first of all, that cow is running away from us because he's not dead yet, and he's mad at us. So that's a 2-hit kill right there. And you see that our sword took damage. And let's say that we're making an adventure map. Hint, hint, we're making an adventure map. And sorry, my sprint key is my caps lock. So let's say that we're making an adventure map. Hint, 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 we're making an adventure map. And we don't want swords to break, because we're doing a PvE branch to our adventure map, and we don't want their swords to break. Hint, hint, hint. That's what we're doing. So you can go into here and then just say give at P diamond sword 1 0. 1 stands for how many we want, and 0 stands for the metadata, which there is none. For like wool, or actually, sorry, for stone. Sorry. Okay, so for stone, we want /give at P. So let's say that we want that check stone or that acacia X. If we want the check on the stone, you can do give at P stone, and then 1 stone, and then the metadata of 5, and then that will give us our andesite. But if you just do that, give at P stone, it'll give you normal stone. So that's what that metadata is for. And if we want like stone, if we want like 5 of those checkmark boxes, we can get 5, and then so the first number stands for how many we want, so we got 5, and then the second number stands for the metadata, and that's required because if you see /give, if you want to see the syntax, it's give player item amount. So give player item amount and then data. So it has to be in that order, or else it's going to think that the data tag is the number, and then it's going to say that that data tag is not a valid number. So you have to say the amount and the metadata first. So we have unbreakable :1, and we have to have that :1, and we have to have the capital U, and we have to have the curly brackets exact and no spaces away, because if we have it 1 space away, it's not, or actually, yes it is. Okay, so maybe like it can be 1 or 2 spaces away, but it can't be like that. Okay, I guess it can. I don't know why. It doesn't normally do that. It normally, maybe if we do it like this. Okay. So, anyway, it has to be within the curly brackets. So, like, let's say that we did this. It's not going to give us it. Because it says invalid data tag expected that as first character. Curly bracket is the first character. So now that we have our curly bracket, you see that we have +7 attack damage and it's unbreakable. So let's go back into survival. Game mode S. Use our cow. If we kill it, you see, we take no damage on our sword, which is pretty cool. And you're never gonna take any damage on the sword. It's not like that silly like unbreaking enchant. It's like actually like never gonna break, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna get let's say, you know, I have something else to spawn in later. So this is diamond sword. Display colon name. Display colon curly bracket capital N in name, and this cannot be capitalized. It has to be exactly like this. Display colon curly bracket capital N in name colon and then quote, and then you can have it whatever you want. So we can just have that like Evan sword, but we can change it to Evan sword and you know, like we have to have two of these brackets, one to close that one to close that one. So it'll give us Evan sword. Hey guys, sorry I had to cut that out, but I'm back now. And the next thing that we have to do is the lore. So the lore is special. It's kind of like under the name. So it's /give at p diamond sword 10, and then it's display also. So you see that there's display colon name and display colon bracket lore. Now name, the N in name and the L in lore have to be capitalized. So after lore, instead of just having a colon and then normal quotes, you actually need to have a bracket, because this is not going like in it. This is going under it. So I'm just having it say for the lore blah blah blah, and then you need to close the lore bracket, and then you need to close the text bracket, and then you have to close the lore bracket, and then you have to close the whole whatever it's called. I can't think. So now you see that under it we have blah blah blah. So what you can do with the lore is, instead of just having one line of lore, if you close the quote and then put a comma and then put an opening quote, you have a second line of lore. So if we do this, we get blah 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 blah. So sorry. And I just lagged, so I was making sure that I was still recording after that lag. So we have blah 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 under our sword. Now I have give at p diamond sword 10 enchantment ID 16 level 5. And now it has to be exactly like this. So lowercase e and ench, and that stands for enchantment, and you have to have ench, you cannot have enchantment. Colon, square bracket, curly bracket, ID, comma, colon, and then I'll put a link in the description to an enchantment ID. Actually, I cannot put a link, I may be able to. But basically, these enchantments are the ID. So instead of it being like just like, so ID 16 is, let me look for a second, that is sharpness. So I'm gonna have sharpness, comma, level 5. So I'm gonna have a level 5 sharpness on my sword now, if I hit the right one. Nope, I didn't. Okay, so this one is going to give me sharpness level 5 sword. So you see now I have a 13.25 attack damage on my sword, which is cool. So now if I were to go and kill that cow over there, you see, I'm going to do that. But if I was in survival mode, it's going to take damage. So, so remember that, unless you want to put the unbreaking on with it, but I'm going to get to that in a minute, and you'll see that in a second. Okay, so this is, if you want to have multiple enchants on it. So ID 21 is looting. So if I want to have looting 1 and level 5, then, summon villager, golem, right on me. Okay, so now if I get this, I should get a little bit of looting. Okay, so now I have sharpness 5. So that's around a 7 hit kill, and I got 3 into. So that's not a very good looting, but I mean, I guess that's pretty good for, I don't know. So now I was playing around with the enchantments, and I figured out that you can get more than the level that you can get from an enchantment table. So I got a diamond sword with plus 632 attack damage. Yeah. And that's what that thing up there is. That's the portal that happens when you kill the Ender Dragon. /summon Ender Dragon. And then I'm actually going to do it up here so that I don't ruin my stuff, because, I mean, even though command blocks are unbreakable, kind of like bedrock and obsidian, like, they are super blast resistant, I still feel like it's a good idea not to pretty much break all the other things, so, summon Ender Dragon, here. So that's relative to me. And you see, if I punch him, I do nothing. 2 hit kill on the Ender Dragon. Wow. And that's why I had that 50 levels of XP earlier. So if you really want to kill the Ender Dragon in 2 hits, then go ahead and cheat yourself a level 500 diamond sword. Sharpness level 5 diamond sword. And in fact, I want to see, I believe 1000 is the max. So if I make it 999 level, yeah, that's a lot. But maybe, I'm pretty sure that 1000 is the limit. So once you get to 1000, I'm pretty sure that it'll start giving you negative. Okay, so maybe 1001. I know. So anyway, at a point, it'll start giving you, like, negative, and then I guess you'll start healing them. So, summon Ender Dragon right here. And get back here. 1 hit. Yeah, so I just killed him in 1 hit. That's what you can do with the level 1001 enchantment on your diamond sword. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's 1258.25. Done your thing. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. So anyway, I have one last thing to show you guys, and this is when you put them all into one. So all you have to do for this is, this may seem really complicated. So basically you have enchantment, comma, enchantment. So whenever you want to add something new, put a comma. I just put the spaces there so that I can tell, and so that you guys can tell. But you don't need the spaces there. So all you have to do is just put a comma and then put your next stuff in, and then close the bracket at the end. And now we'll get Evan's sword with a sharpness enchantment of 500, looting 1, and it says blah 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 blah, and it's called Evan's sword. And so yeah, that's command blocks, and that's my adventure map. So for you guys who stuck around, thanks for sticking around. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. So I guess comment, rate, and subscribe, and take it easy.